Okay, okay. Ryder is the only like new scene, so let's go. Dr. Ryder. Amazing. She's reading. She has so many books.
シローは私といて楽しいのですか?
The sudden question caused my hand to stop halfway through turning the page.
何でもありません。難しい顔で読書をしているシローを見て、
Well, you see, Ryder, don't know how to read. No.
どうぞ気にせず読書を続けてください。
It's been 30 minutes since I started reading in Ryder's room. Sometimes I excuse myself into her room to read like this, but it's probably the first time she has tried to speak to me as I'm reading.
いや、難しい顔をしているのは活字慣れしていないからで、ここの空気は快適だぞ。ライダーの方こそ俺がいて迷惑じゃないか。
私は別に気にしませんよ。目を休めるために顔を上げたとき、シローの難しそうな顔があるのも慣れました。
そっか。なら遠慮なしでっと。
Shoving aside the mountain of books aside, I grabbed the next one. I found one in English, but it was completely beyond me. Let's try something normal next. So what's with this all-out girly Harlequin romance stuff?
あらすじは面白そうだな。ライダー、こういうのも読むのか?
Was it any good? Is the message I'm trying to convey through my stare?
興味深くはありました。ですが、それがシローにとって面白いかどうかは私にはわかりません。
So not that great. Well, this one looks a little long, so I'll put it off until next time. Well, let's go with the short one about a swordsman.
あ、そうだ、ライダーお茶飲むか? 口寂しいなら用意するけど。
いえ、私は特に。シローが飲むのならご相伴に預かりますが。
Was it unnecessary to interfere? Since Ryder is so into reading, then I should immerse myself in it too, or just borrow a book and go back to my room.
シロー?
ああ、邪魔して悪かった。部屋に戻るからライダーは読書に没頭。
ですから、シローは気になりません。その簡単な質問です。シローはどんな読書傾向なのですか?
Well, this is a rare occurrence. Maybe her book isn't that interesting?
そうだな。何でも読むけど、何かに特別思い入れはないというか。こうやってお邪魔するのも、ライダーが読書家だから影響を受けてるだけだし。
無趣味なのですか? なるほど。あなたらしい。
She laughs. I feel kind of like a kid being laughed at by an older woman. Ara.
なんだよ。ライダーだって似たようなもんだろ? ここにある本、ジャンルがバラバラで統一されてないじゃないか。興味がありすぎるってのは、要するに特別なものがないってことだろ?
特別に好きな本ですか? なるほど。確かに好きなジャンルがあるということはありませんね。ですが、シロー風に言うのなら、私は読書そのものが趣味なのです。
ああ。
I clap my hands together. Ryder doesn't distinguish between non-fiction, novels, and periodicals. Ryder just likes books themselves. The type is unimportant to her. Well, I get this passing curiosity about what ultimate collection Ryder might be hiding in the closet over there. Maybe her Aero fanfictions. No.
いや、待て待て、早まるな。そんなの見ようとしたら、それこそ命がない。
何でしょうか、シロー。一瞬ひどく怯えたように見えましたが。
いやいや、ともかくライダーは読書自体が趣味と。けどさ、それなら特別面白い本とかあったろ？そういうのがあったら教えてくれよ。
そうですね。面白いという基準ではなく、 出来がいいというものなら何冊でもありますが、シローが今までどんな本に感銘を受けたのか教えていただければ特別なものを勧められるのですが。
今まで感銘を受けた本か。そう言われると困るな。
A book that really left an impression on me. I can't really say I've had one like that. You should try reading manga, maybe. I don't know. I've never given myself much time for reading until now, and it shows.
まあこれからはライダーがいるから読む本には困らないけど。けどライダー、読書もいいけどそれ以外の趣味はないのか？ライダーはスポーツ万能なんだから他に遊びを見つければいいのに。
遊びですか。今でも十分安楽な生活を送らせていただいていますが。
いや、そうかもしれないけど、もっとこ
A writer doesn't go out to Shinto on her own. Perhaps, just perhaps, date-level arrangements are the only thing she would go out to Shinto for. Yes, an introvert.
ご心配なく。私は私で気の向くままに楽しんでいますから。そうですね。あなたの知らないところでは何をしているかわからないと言ったら信じますか？
What?
シロ。
What's she doing secretly? Seeing her seductive smile, my heart skips a beat. If she says that she's doing something I don't know about with a face like that, I really can't help but imagine bad things, maybe lewd things, I don't know.
ご安心を。町の人々から血を吸うようなことは決して。単に私なりに羽を伸ばしているだけです。私も女ですから、シロやサクラが心配するほど堅物ではないということかと。
What does that mean? That seductive smile turns to a happy one. I'm just supposed to breathe a sigh of relief when...
ライダー、いる？サクラですか？どうぞ。
Sakura enters. I get out to make a room for her as she comes in.
ライダー、ちょっと聞きたいこと。あれ？先輩も一緒ですか？
ああ、ちょっとお邪魔して本を読んでた。
ええ。シローは時折このように過ごすのです。私の部屋を図書室だと思っているのですね。
Ryder says as if giving up in amazement. Her voice was soft, so she must not be at all dissatisfied with such treatment. And I'm happy that she thinks that way.
ああ、そういうわけなんで、俺のことは気にしないでくれ、さくら。本を読んでるだけ。あって、あ、そうか。ライダーに相談があるなら席を外すけど。
Sakura looks at me, then at Ryder.
先輩、ちょっといいですか？
いいけど、なんだよ。さくら、ライダーに用があったんじゃないのか？
そうですけど、先輩に休養を思い出しました。だから来てください。
ん？そういうことならいいけど。ライダー、本このままにしていいか？戻ってきたら続き読むから。
ええ、そのままにしておきます。しかしさくら、私に聞きたいことは何だったのでしょうか？いいの。それはまた後で聞けばいいかなって。
Okay. Suspicious. Nani. Revolving character sprites. What's with this tension? Ryder's thinking about something with a grave expression.
申し訳ありませんでした、さくら。ライダー、なんでそんなこと言うの？ですから申し訳ありませんでした。何に反省しているか言葉にしろというのでしたら従いますが。いいです。そのままでいて、ライダー。ではそのように重ねて 申し訳ありませんでした、桜。
Sakura starts backtracking. I don't know what Ryder is apologizing for, but I guess receiving those apologies can be quite burdensome.
それでさくら、俺に用ってなんだ？
いいからこっちに来てください、先輩。
She drags me out, and Ryder, as if completely oblivious.
シロ、唐突ですが気が変わりました。その本はお貸ししますからごゆっくり。私は一人で読書をしたくなりましたので。
でもライダー、さっき。
もう先輩ったら早く来てください。
Okay.
さくら、夕食のことか？魚はやっぱり俺が焼いた方がいいとか、冷蔵庫のサンマの本数が足りないとか、お米は新米がいいとか。
Oh no, she's hiding her eyes. This is when she transforms into Dark
夕
Sakura.
飯の話じゃない。じゃあ弓道部のこととか？
Sakura finally stops. Whatever her story is, she takes a deep breath and then... She tilts her head in confusion.
さくら、
Hello?
すみません、何の用だったんでしょうね。
That's what I like to ask.
すごい物忘れだな。さくら、最近疲れてるのか？
いえ、そんなことはないんですけど。
いや、そんなことある。今日はゆっくり休んでていいぞ。夕飯は俺がやっとくから。よし、そういうことで俺はライダーの部屋に戻って本を。
ダメです。先輩、そうですね。ですからお夕飯です。はい、今から支度しましょう。
These transitions. She's way too energetic. I guess I was just mistaken about her
いい
fatigue.
けど時間早すぎないか？
いいんです。やっぱり4人も5人もいると昔より大変ですし、なんといっても食欲の秋ですし。
いや、まあさくらとサイバーはそんな感じだよな。あと藤姉も。
ご飯の美味しい季節だからいろいろ頑張っちゃったりすると素敵ですよね。
Ah, she laughs unnaturally. It feels like she thinks she'll lose something if she doesn't drag me to the kitchen right at this moment.
わかった。さくらにとって今日の夕食は大事なんだな。なら俺も気合を入れる。手始めにライダーに何が食べたいか聞いてくるか。
Let's just quickly go to Ryder's room and...
ダメです。ライダーは食事には無関心なんです。だから聞いても困らせちゃうだけです。
Sakura really doesn't want us to be near Ryder for some reason. Something's up. Sakura's behavior is way too suspicious. But even then, this is... how should I put it?
ほら見てください。実は先輩のエプロンも持ってきちゃってるんです。なんとおろしたてのカニ玉プリント。先輩に似合いそうだなって内緒で買ってきちゃったとっておきです。
Look, it doesn't fit you, she says, overjoyed. Look, let her bounce. I really don't know why, but this is in self... how should I put it? Just looking at it makes me feel energized.
よし、事情はつかめないがさくらの気迫は分かった。俺でよければ精一杯手を貸すからみんなが驚くぐらい豪華な夕食にしよう。
やったー。ありがとうございます先輩。早速エプロンつけちゃいましょう。
Yay, she puts the apron on me, overflowing with joy. Alright then. There's been a change of plans, but it's refreshing to see Sakura's smiling face. I'll try all my tricks to make something grand tonight. Okay, was that all because of an apron, or... I don't know. I was thinking maybe she was like jealous, but I don't know, we're not like in... I feel like this isn't supposed to be like, you know, evil Sakura. I know, like, when in Heaven's Feel in particular, when she's like super jealous and everything, that was the whole point, of their relationship. Her being like overly obsessive over Shiro and everything, and that's why she turns evil and all that. But I mean, supposedly in this fluffy slice of life, timeline, she isn't supposed to be all that jealous anymore, right? I don't know. Anyway, we're going patrolling. Let's see. Let's go to the intersection. Probably have to go through all of them eventually, so let's do that. This is one. We arrive at the heart of Miyama. Looking towards Shinto, I can see the lit up bridge and all the city lights.
異常はありませんね。まだ宮間町を巡回するか、これから新都に足を伸ばすか、判断はシローに任せます。
Eventually, dawn will come. We better not be out too late or Sakura and the others will worry. We shouldn't be wandering around aimlessly either.
そうだな。宮間町を一通り調べてみたら、新都の方も見てみるか。
Soon it'll be dawn. As much as I want to continue this one-on-one patrol with Saber, it's about time we start wrapping it up. Okay? So maybe we can go to the bridge, this evening, in the game anyway. Or we can, continue patrolling the other areas. Is there any point in doing so? I don't know. Okay, there's a bunch of new options. Go temple, talk to Taiga. Talk to Sakura I already talked to. Talk to Saber. Talk to Ilya. Let's talk to Taiga. Why not? We didn't see it for a while. Ryudo Temple, Fuyuki Mountain. I once asked Issei about its history. He produced a list of mysterious names befitting a famous temple, and left me even more confused. Well, most of the town's population couldn't care less about these things, but for the New Year and the other events, the temple still gathers believers atop the mountain. Here's one of these pilgrims.
藤ね、遊びに来たのか？
あの石段を登る遊びがどこにあるのよ。
The stone steps keeps going all the way from the base of the mountain to the temple gate. Must have taken a fair amount of effort. Climbing up here isn't exactly a one-step affair.
そうよね。あの石段をうさぎ跳びで10往復すれば、白もシャキッとなるかな？
そんなことすると膝壊すぞ。
フルタイヤ背負ったり、鉄下駄履かせたりしないの？今時の若い子は。
Iron sandals? Where the heck would you even get those? Probably from the Fujimaru group. Old man Raiga has been seen straying around in single-tooth tall sandals, I believe.
シロは遊びに来たの？まだ若いのにお山が趣味なんて言い出したら、お姉ちゃんは不安よ。いつの間にそんな陰気な趣味に育っちゃったのかって。
安心してくれ。藤姉の教育方針でそんな地味な方向には育たないから。
だよね。よし。じゃあ行こっか。
We walk over to the temple grounds to get some purifying water. It's been a while since we visited the shrine together. Since New Year's, I guess. Every year, Fujine dresses up in a very profound-looking kimono, but that's another story.
お賽銭はどうする
？5円だから5円。
500円と言えないのか。
50円。
We're coming at one order of magnitude short, sadly. Of course, seeing what we do, putting in paper bills will be unheard of. Faith is what matters, that's what I like to believe. Alright, so what should I pray for? Household well-being, road safety, academic success. Wondering what Fujine is wishing for, I take a sideways glance.
シロが丈夫で育ちますように。
Crap, I wasn't ready for that. I'm touched. Oh no, she's actually like a responsible adult for once. Does she really worry about me this much?
あと、私に素敵な彼氏ができますように。
Ah yes. As I was praying for her safety and well-being, that thought crossed my mind too. But Fujine, you're making an awfully common request.
そして、シベリアトラが絶滅の危機から救われますように。ベンガルトラも絶滅の危機から。
Oh no. Gradually running out of material, we get to the tigers. The prayer for my adulthood is lumped together with other material. Now my feelings are mixed.
シロは何をお願いしたの？
世界が平和でありますように。
Well, that would fit him.
そうそれよね、シロは。 もっとこう女の子ゲッツとかお祈りしないの？
Otaka gets. If I did, the deity would probably be quite troubled. I'm pretty sure this mountain isn't oriented towards marriages. And besides, marital status with whom? My train of thought is interrupted by a familiar voice. Huh? We've never met you before. Like a monk here.
実にいい天気ですな。おはようございます。藤村先生。おはよう、エミヤ。
The two that just came out of the main hall are Issei and his older brother, Reiken. Okay, his older brother. We've been making quite a bit of noise, and they probably came to check it out.
どうも、おはようございます。
あ、レイちゃんと竜道くんだ。こんにちは。
Fujine waves at them with a smile. Rei-chan is Reiken-san, just making sure.
三代目は相変わらず元気でよろしい。見たところ参拝に来たのかな。うん。本日は当山にお越しいただき、恐悦至極。また藤村の家には今夏もお世話になり申した。父に代わって礼を言います。近いうちに権の僧正が挨拶に行きますゆえ。
あ、全然気にしないでいいですよ。お嬢様、元気してるかな？
元気も元気。向こう10年は現役で困っているな。今月も修行だと嘘吹いて多山に厄介になっていてな。藤村初代のじい様には負けぬと機嫌を上げているよ。
おじいちゃんも同じこと言ってましたよ。今年の大晦日こそ竜道のクソじいを打ち負かすんで大金貯めて待っていろだそうです。
それは頼もしい。あちらは人様より血と金欲が深くてな。ぜひ初代の手でギッタギタにしていただきたい。
Ha 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 ha. A pleasant laughing voice resounds throughout the temple grounds. Issei's father and old man Riker's relationship is downright murderous. Furthermore, Fujine, Reiken, and Neko-san were all classmates. Yeah, again, Neko-san. I mean, she's the owner, I guess. In the bar where we work at. One of the places we work at anyway, as Shirou. There must be a connection to the well-known ruling site of the Miyama town.
Emiya, 何をガクガクと震えているのか。
ちょっと風が涼しいなとか。
シローはうちのおじいちゃんにもレイちゃんのお父さんにも好かれてるからね。うちと竜道くんの家で仕込み直したい。
Teach what exactly? Chivalry and meditation? No, maybe gambling and praying?
いや、その必要はないぞ三代目。四郎君は十分によくできておる。文武両道、義教に長けた高官と言えるからな。
そっかな。今でもまあまあだけど、もっとこうレイちゃんみたいにドーンと迫力が欲しいっていうか。
そんな無茶な。俺みたいな学生に霊感さん並みの落ち着きなんてつかないって。
そんなことないよ。レイちゃん、小村原にいた頃、うちのお兄さんたちに囲まれたことがあるんだけど、その時だってはっはっはって笑ってたんだから。
Ha ha ha, is that what he does? He just laughs at people.
ま、結局のされちゃったんだけどね。
いやー、あれは参った。何せ因縁をつけられていたのは私だと気づいたのは大河君の看病を受けた後だったからな。いや大河君に交際を申し込んだだけであの歓迎とは節操も修行不足であった。
Ha ha ha, they laugh. A tiger and a wandering monk. Amazing. I mean, I'm actually looking at a man that's more than able to talk back to Fujine in ways more than one. More ways than one.
霊感さん。なんつうか、でかすぎる。
A mind this broad that can keep company with Fujine must be the stuff of legends.
霊感兄は俺の理想だからな。どうだエミヤ、お山に来よう、お山に。
二人で霊感兄を目指そう。
Before I knew it, Issei starts persuading me too. At this rate, Fujine may well end up selling me off to them. Although I must admit I do find the monk lifestyle so unappealing. Issei, who had been laughing, comes to the mouth and suddenly straightens himself.
宗一郎兄、こちらにお越しでしたか。
兄君へ伝言を頼まれてな。おはようございます。藤村先生、エミヤ。
Right, Kuzuke sensei lives here too. Whenever his lean figure is around, it's as if one's entire body is being oppressed, making it difficult to even open your mouth.
こんにちは、くずき先生。
There's a lot of people.
いつもお世話になってます。
こちらこそ日頃から世話になっています。今日はどうぞごゆっくり。霊感、お父上から電話が来ている。
おう、わざわざすまんな。では三代目四郎君、今日も良い一日を。一世、お主もついてこい。またぞろ難問奇問の助けを求めてのこと、私だけでは答えきれん。
はい。俺で力になれるのでしたら。では、俺もここで失礼します。
Bowing respectfully, the two of them leave. Unconsciously, I relax a little. No matter how sociable Reiken might be, he still has an air of strictness about him. Issei Reiken, Kuzuki sensei. Do these types of people tend to gather at temples?
じゃあ、私たちも失礼しますね、くずき先生。
失礼。水を差してしまったな。今回は縁がなかったが、懲りずにまた来るといい。一世も喜ぶ。
はい。では。
Leaving the main building behind, I follow Fujine across the temple grounds.
ああ、びっくりしちゃった。くずき先生はここに住んでるんだよね。
あの三人、本当兄弟みたいだよな。
そうよね。あ、私たちは兄弟に見えるかな。
It'd be nice if we did. We've been living like brother and sister since forever. And we've been kind of proud to have others see us that way.
さて、私はちょっと奥に寄ってくから。シロはどうする？
少し散歩してから戻るよ。裏山とか行ってみたいし。
うん、じゃあ、私のお昼ご飯は気にしなくていいからね。
Parting with Fujine, I leave the temple grounds. Well then, what should I do next? And we will go somewhere else, I guess. Alright. More options. The school, but there's nothing there though. Like streets. Emiya residence. Oh, there's Saber here. Let's go talk to Saber. Wee! Rice. Who wants to eat rice? As I casually look around the courtyard, I notice that there are quite a lot of tree leaves scattered around. I got some time, I guess I'll clean it up. There's no way in this house, so I should go quickly.
何をしているのですか？
I think, yeah, we had this scene before, but we were by ourselves, so this time we have Saber with us. Is that how it works, I think, maybe? If I'm correct, then we will be fated to eat sweet potatoes. Maybe. I look over my shoulders toward the voice and see Saber, who must have come around from the entranceway.
Saber か。見ての通り、庭掃除だけど。
I lift the broom to reinforce my point. She looks as the leaves piling up and breathes out a sigh.
一人では大変でしょう。なぜ誰かに手伝いを求めなかったのですか？
いや、なんとなく。一人で片付ければいいかなって。
シロ、一人よりも二人でやった方が早く終わるし、一人の負担も減ります。家には私たちがいるのですから、一声かけてくれればよかったのです。
While I'm still standing there in a daze, Saber snatches the broom out of my hands.
いや、まあそうだけど。
いいですか？手伝いを求めることは悪いことではありません。手の空いているものがいれば、それを使うのはごく当然のことではありませんか？
She thrusts the broom's handle right in my face.
善処する。
よろしい。前向きになっただけよしとしましょう。
Saying that, she helped me as if it was a natural thing to do. Saber sure is a hard worker. The plan was to just quickly go through the yard, drag out the bike trailer, then pile up all the leaves and dead wood on top of it. As we went around the yard, the trailer soon filled up.
シロ、この集めた落ち葉はどうするのですか？
普段ならまとめて燃えるゴミに出すんだけどな。
But since there's so many of them at this time, there's something I want to try instead.
普段ならというのはどういう意味ですか？
ああ、まだ時間もあるし、焚き火でもしよう。
焚き火ですか？
ああ、せっかく集めたんだから有効利用しないと。それに、今日はこういうものもある。
I show her the bag I bought from the kitchen.
それは何でしょう？
さつまいも。焚き火でこれを焼いて食べるのがこの国の伝統なんだぞ。
Time to rest at the bonfire and eat some sweet potatoes.
伝統ですか？
Well, that's probably an exaggeration, but you could say it's part of the culture at least. Wrapping the potatoes in aluminum foil, I bury them under the leaves and ignite the whole pile. As it rained recently, the wood is dry and the fire grows nicely.
随分と手慣れているようですが、シロはこのようなことをたびたびしているのですか？
いや、焚き火なんて年に1回か2回やるかやらないかだよ。
Listening to the fire pop and crack, I look to my side and see Saber, her face far more gentle than usual.
懐かしいですね。
And is it like, I don't know, is it normal to just like, you know, create a fire in your backyard? I don't know. I feel like that could be a fire hazard, but...
焚き火が？
ええ。
I don't know if there's any laws against that.
調理をするときも、明かりを取るときも、火は欠かせぬものでしたから。
Oh well. It's all for the sake of sweet potatoes.
こちらではあまり見ることがないので、こうしていると懐かしく思えます。
That's right. Gas and electricity have only been around for about 100 years, and out of all the servants, there's only one that'll be used to it that I can think of. Who would that be, actually? I think about it, because all the servants tend to be, tend to be historical figures, whether, fictional or not. They tend to be, like, from, a time, that's like, just as like he said, no electricity or gas, no modern inventions. There's only one that could be used to think of. Oh, it would be Archer, actually, yeah. Archer is really only the only modern servant, at least, in this visual novel anyway.
こうして火を見るのは落ち着くものです。
What does Saber see on the other side of the flame? Flames are not something that brings pleasant memories to my mind. The image that she sees will be different. The leaves are almost all burned off, and the fire finally subsides. Being careful not to disturb the dancing black ash, I dig out the baked potatoes with a stick.
よし、これなら十分焼けてる。
Work gloves on, I brush the suit off and wrap one in the newspaper. Hasn't been torn open yet, but the smell already floats up in the air.
ほら、セイバー、パス。熱いから気をつけてな。
I toss the first potato to Saber, then dig out the remainder out of the ashes.
シロは良いのですか？
全部取り出してから食べるから先に食べてくれ。熱いうちに食った方がうまいから。
では。
Oh. Custom sprite. Drawn just for this scene where she eats a potato. Amazing. She takes one bite and a look of surprise appears on her face. As she stuffs the rest in her mouth, she nods with satisfaction.
うまい？
Nodding animation.
はい、とても。
She looks extremely pleased with it. Great. It was a lot of help, so let this be a little reward for all the hard work.
ところでシロ、この芋には焼く前にどのような下ごしらえをしておいたのですか？
下ごしらえ？そのまま焼いただけだぞ。
I dig the second and third one out before wrapping them in leaflets. When I look up, Saber looks even more mystified than before.
どうした
True treasure, sweet potatoes.
いえ、ただ焼いただけでここまで美味しくなるのですか？
I never.
このさつまいもというものは。
I'm trying to think. Have I ever eaten a sweet potato before? I don't think I have actually.
まあ
Oh well.
簡単な調理方法ほど食材の味を引き出すっていうしな。
The really delicious ones are made with just fire and salt, nothing else.
しかし、だというのなら、あの雑な料理とこの焼き芋の差は一体。
By crude cookery, I guess she means the dishes of her time.
ただ焼いただけっていうなら差はないと思うから、やっぱり材料じゃないか。
なんという不条理だ。
Which is weird, again, I'm trying to think, like, during medieval times, you know, especially royalty, they would have pretty good food, I think. They would have the best food, actually, compared to, like, peasants, you know? Royalty in particular, like, they would actually, as far as I know, I might be wrong, but maybe this is like a myth, but, like, I'm thinking that royalty often just ate, like, a piece, you know, they would have, like, a big feast, you know, and everything, but they would only just eat, like, one piece of it, you know? Like there's, like, a big chicken, they only, like, just eat one chicken leg, and the rest they just throw out. Which is a huge waste, of course, but that's just what royalty did, I think. Because otherwise, if you eat everything, you'd be called a glutton, I guess. Something like that.
あの時この味があれば、我々はまだ戦えた。
Only tastes bad that we could still have fought, oh no. Is that she sees on the other side of the potato. Greater than the emotions that the flames have stirred, could it be regret? If only she had sweet potatoes, then she would have not been betrayed or something like that, I don't know. Well, continue to eat that sweet potato in the meantime is very much like Saber.
食べ物の恨みは怖いな。
何か言いましたか、シロ？
いや、何も。
It's also amazing how just so many different, you know, there's like so many different like drawn like custom faces just for this scene. Because I don't imagine her eating a sweet potato anywhere else but this scene. Maybe, I don't know. Because otherwise, there's just so many just customly drawn art just for this. Just for this baked sweet potato. It's that important. And so we sit here until sunset. The thin column of smoke rises steadily into the autumn sky. Nothing to disturb the two of us. There's a plain campfire shack. Or shack? No, snack. This scene, gentle in its simplicity, brighter than the strongest summer sunlight, will remain shining in my heart. Alright. It's another night. Time to go on patrol once again. Go out for a walk with Saber. I thought last time we saw like well, Shirou said that we could go to the Shinto, right? Or go to the next area, but I guess not. We still have to go through all this. So yeah, we'll go over here. Well, nothing that noticeable on this end of the residential district. There's just no one walking outside, but there's nothing out of the ordinary otherwise.
確かな異常はありませんが、何か妙な違和感を覚えますね。
More like the facts are contradicting each other. We can hear the peaceful clamor of families enjoying their post-supper evening, the eve at Miyama still lit up by the lights coming from these houses. But then why is it that on a normal evening like this we haven't passed by anyone else?
まあ危険はないんだからいいんじゃないか。次に行こうぜ、次。
I turn my back on the Japanese-style end of the residential district.
Saber, 今そこの家に人が入っていったぞ。
Again, we saw one of those mysterious creatures. Now we know that they're actual, like... Because I was thinking, like, for some reason I thought it was Avenger that would, like, turn into that beast. But I guess not. It was just, like, another beast that was just around that killed a family, you know, from the very beginning, or close to the beginning anyway. And those things are just everywhere. At the very end of the day, on the end of the fourth day, they just murder everyone. They just come out rushing from somewhere. What looks to be a silhouette of a person smoothly enters the dwelling without even ringing the doorbell.
そうでしたか？私は気づきませんでしたが。
セイバー側からは見えなかったのか。まあ、とりあえずちゃんと誰かとすれ違ったってことだな。
Was it a person? I don't know about that, Shirou. Now that the missing piece has been put in its place, we should go somewhere else. Oh well. totally not a monster that came into the house and murdered the entire family. Don't worry about it. Anywhere else we can go? Oh, Shinji in his casual clothing. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. I guess we have to hang out with Shinji. Oh no, we have no choice.
シンジ
A little before 10 in the morning, the port is still empty and there's no one but Shinji just standing there.
釣りをしてるってわけじゃなさそうだな
Wasn't Shinji the one who gave, Lancer his, fishing pole? He's just staring absent-mindedly at the sea, empty-handed.
おいシンジ何やってんだ誰か待ってるのか
うるさいな。ほっといてくれ。どうせね、僕は嫌われ者なんだ。どこ行っても出番はないし、会ったところで色物だし、気分転換に釣りに来れば変なのに絡まれるし。
Okay, good. Then we push him into the ocean and then he drowns. Right?
どう
No?
よ
Okay.
エミヤ。さくらの出番の多さに対して僕3回だぜ。
Is this getting meta?
すっげえ片手でも指が余るって正直調整おかしくない？つうか兄より優れた妹など存在しねえ。
Shinji moves to a far corner of the port. Okay. Over there, alright. He curls up into a ball like a pill bug. I think he may be about to lose it. He probably welcomed a cardboard box to cover himself up. Ah, yes. The greatest sneaking device ever created. Seeing him down like this, I try to hold back the tears welling up in my throat.
バカ言うな負けるなシンジ立ち上がれシンジそういう不遇な扱いに全く気づかない周りの空気をこれっぽっちも読もうとしないのがお前の強さだったはずだ
I try my best to cheer him up.
やだね。疲れたね。もともと僕は陰湿な性格なんだね。正しい魔党の血を引いてるんだね。
Good, you finally understand. Now please kill yourself now.
じいさんも親父も親父の弟もこういう風に端っこで悩んでるのがお似合いなのね。
Grandfather, father, and father's little brother? Yes, uncle? You had an uncle? I don't know. Shinji curls up even more. Well, it takes an extraordinary person to behave in such a manner at a place as pleasant as this.
いいからさ、さっさとよそに行ってくれない？僕は運命の相手を待ってんだよ。僕が主役になる最後のチャンスなんだよ。
We're getting so meta.
手ぶらのエミヤに用はないんだよ。
He shoos me away. Can't really think of anything else to try right now. I'll try to come back here later, I guess. Okay. That was weird. He was self-aware. He knew he was in the visual novel. Oh no. We can go there, but there's nothing to do there. But I guess we'll go there anyway, sure. Nani?
おかしいなこの辺りのような気がするんだけどな
I know you. You're from Fake Go. No. Well, probably he's from this game, actually.
見つからないってことは諦めた方がいいのかな昔から見つけにくいものに限って手に入れた途端ろくでもない目に遭ってきたしな
There's a lone child here. Gorgeous looking boy. Wait, what? Gorgeous looking boy. Why are you describing this little kid this way, Shirou? With hair that looked like it was made of gold ingots and eyes red as rubies. The boy is walking around the grounds. Maybe he had lost something.
こんにちは気持ちのいい天気ですねお兄さん
He called out to me in a good-natured manner.
いやこんにちは
いやどうもですやっぱり律儀なんですねお兄さんはそういうところ大変良いです今後も愚直なまでに一途にこうしちゃってください
And with that, the blonde-haired child walked off. What?
まだここに来るのは早いってことですそうだな 僕の名前が分かってなんか曰くありげなものを手に入れたら今と同じ時間にお寺の裏に行ってみるといいことあるかもです。
Okay, this guy's it's like a video game. Gotta do the thing first before we activate the secret scene. Well, he took off a light pace. Even though his footsteps sound light, his speed was equal to that of a hound.
何なんだ一体。
It was the Ryudo Temple in the early afternoon, and something mysterious had happened. Well. Okay. Let's... yeah, go for a walk. Saber. When we come down the hill, the town has completely changed. The lights have died out, and there's no sign of any human activity. Even still, this uninhabited town is full of breathing. Okay, is this the final day? Actually, I didn't pay attention. I think this is the final day. If that's the case, then it's a good thing we have Saber. It's an uncomfortable frequency, almost like a whisper. Meaningless hatred rises within me. Like the beast scent in the air, I feel like strong as anger is out there to see.
シロ、 民家には誰もいません。
Yeah, this happened before. The first loop anyway. This happened, and we ran around, and then we saw one of those monsters, right?
人間という形が冬木の町から消え去ってしまっている。
But what's different now is that we have Saber with us. Maybe she'll protect us. Not mass slaughter, but disappearance. It seems what Saber saw was corpseless, bloodless murder scenes.
不可解な現象です。これが聖杯戦争を再開させた何者かの仕業なのでしょうか。
そうだろうな。他のサーバントは誰もこんな真似はしない。それよりセイバー、さっきから聞こえるこの声をどう思う？
声ですか？いえ、私にはこれと言って。
Interesting. Saber doesn't hear the voices. Reminds me of when we were Bazett, right? Bazett apparently was noticing the voices of the beasts were like screaming. Which were like, you know, creepy and high pitched, but Avenger didn't hear anything. So I'm thinking, I don't know if it's like Avenger's own ability to not hear it, but Saber isn't hearing as well. So I'm thinking like servants can't hear the screaming from the beasts is what is going on. So.
いえ、確かに何か聞こえてきますね。これは犬の鳴き声でしょ。
Or maybe she does hear it, but she hears it differently, maybe. She narrows her eyes, trying to focus on the harsh sound. The voices become louder and louder. The shrill sounds reverberate between my skull and my brain, stimulating my instincts.
シロ、何かあったのですか？顔が土毛色をしている。まさか大気に毒が。
Yeah. Now that she mentions it, these voices are nothing other than poison.
私は武装しているので少々の毒気は弾きますが、シロは無防備です。一旦エミヤ邸に戻りましょう。ライダーがいる以上大事はないと思いますが、やはり気にはなります。
いや、俺は大丈夫だ。それよりこの声をどうにかしてやる。今日が終わるまであと2時間しかない。日付が変わる前に元凶を見つけ出そう。
Interesting that Shiro points that out.
シロ、気持ちはわかりますが、見つけると言っても手がかりがない。ここは無理をせず戻るべきでは。
This isn't like Saber. I've been hearing the clues all this time up to the point of blatancy.
家のことはライダーに任せよう。今はこの声を追う。
シロ！
I run ahead of her. My sense of balance is getting destroyed by the breathing of these beasts swirling inside my ears. They can't be too far off. Tonight Saber's with me. I shouldn't lose no matter who I fight. The howling changes to roaring. At this point, there's no need for me to say anything to Saber. That's because the enemy is in front of us. The things that wiped out all of the people in this city. And the white-haired waifu is back, with her funny hat. They're all here, flocking to a girl I've never seen before. Is she the one controlling all these beasts? I know I've seen them before, yet my memory fails me. Just a little more. If the clock strikes midnight or somebody tells me, I will remember. They howled, making jarring sounds of movement, a frequency outside my hearing range. The herd informs me with certainty, with voices that no human could ever make out. I'll kill you, where? A beast raises his head. Wringing his claws, it rushes at me as if it was crawling.
Shirou, sagate.
Saber moves forward in a flash. That was easy. But there's tons more. She cuts through the mysterious beast. I don't know what force moved these monsters, but it's obvious they're no match for Saber. You should be able to clear them out without any problem. I'll catch that girl watching us from deeper inside the park. She's gotta be the one behind this real-life Twilight Zone if she's in charge of these beasts. Twilight Zone? We're inside the Twilight Zone. Oh no. I slip past the monsters that are being thinned out by Saber. The monsters keep attacking her. They swarm around Saber desperately, probably having instinctively realized who's the most powerful being in this area. I don't like leaving Saber behind, but this is my chance. They will never be able to outmatch her, no matter how many of them attack together. The best they can do is buy time. I can use this chance to go after their master. Okay, so she has the, full body sprite. All this time, the girl's been simply watching us without running away. I can do this. I don't feel any threat coming from that girl. I already know that I'll be able to catch her by myself. Okay. A voice lacking any emotion. Her clothes remind me of a lifeless doll. Einsburn, maybe? I don't know. He has white hair, though. Maybe. I'll save the chit-chat for later. Right now, I'm gonna catch this girl in front of me. Hiya! I grab her arm. Then I'll suplex you. I was about to say I would use force on her, however. I mean, this wouldn't be the time for this. I mean, I wouldn't do it in the first place, but like... She sees through me and replies with heavy words I have tasted once before. Okay, how about you stop now? Are we not, Nenny? My vision flickers in an instant. What are you saying? My limbs are restrained by a club with a will of its own. I can't move. The cloud is only restraining my arms and legs, and all that's pulling me on is that girl's slender arm. So why the hell am I having trouble even breathing? Ah, yes, join the Borg. Okay, she has the power of red cloth. My body creaks. Thankfully, the strength that's holding my entire body doesn't have enough power to tear me apart. In fact, this seems like a mystic code that specializes only in restraining its target. Nenny? The girl's face starts convulsing. I hear a quiet sound. The sound of flesh being torn apart, and the smell of blood drifting through the air. What? Her face distorts in pain. What's going on? That's what I'm saying. What's going on? Nobody could have hurt her, yet there's blood trickling down her body. I'm the one tied up, but whatever that girl is going through sure looks a lot worse. I wonder how much of that she believed. The girl slowly moves her collapsing body.
こんなにあっけなく取りつかれるなんて。やはりあなたは。
Leaving that interesting remark behind, she staggers away.
無理すんなバカ。そもそも逃げんなら布ほどいてけ。
The red cloth is doing his job even with its master gone. I can't move, can't breathe too well, and just as I'm about to pass out...
無事ですか、シロ。
Yay, Saber! Saber's sword cuts through the red cloth. The horde of monsters is still all around us. She came to save me in the midst of her own battle, no doubt. Now letting her guard down, Saber keeps her sword pointed at the beast.
先ほどの布は何だったのですか。この怪物たちにあんな能力はありませんが。
俺もよくわからない。とにかくあの女の子を助けじゃなくて捕まえなくちゃ話にならない。
は、女の子ですか。
あっちに逃げたんだ。今ならまだ追いつく。すまないセイバー、こいつらの相手を頼む。
He ran away again. Leaving Saber to cover my back, I run off. I don't know the cause, but that girl was injured. I want to know who she really is, but first, those wounds have to be treated. Do you even know any healing magic? Sure, you're gonna like bust out a first aid kit or something? I don't know if you can help. The trail of blood continues onto the tufts of grass on the riverbank. She lost a lot of blood. If something isn't done soon, she could lose her life. A voice of suppressed agony. The girl is lying in the tall grass to hide herself.
おい、そこにいるな。手は出さないから逃げないでくれ。聞きたいことはあるが、そっちはあんたの傷を見てからにするから。
やめ、逃げて。
I hear the sharp sound of ripping flesh again. This isn't the time to be worrying about traps or a counterattack. Urged on by the smell of blood, I step into the grass. Is like an alien gonna burst out of her chest or something? That's my first instinct. The girl's injury has worsened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going to happen. I better keep walking closer. I'm unable to let things go on like this. Her agony intensifies. Every step I take, it gets worse. It seems almost sexual somehow. It is, Nani? I don't know what's going on in your mind, Shiro. The gases of pain grow hotter bit by bit. With each step, I dig deeper into her body. Little by little, I expose her body. If that's the case, the moment I reach her, she will climax. Wait, Oh. I guess this is mature language. I mean, I guess in a way, you know, sex and violence, they're kind of interlinked. A little bit. One more step. Part of me thinks I could treat her body and then a little symbolic, you know. Pain and pleasure and all that sort of stuff. Another part of me doesn't want to approach knowing I'll die. Oh.
なんだよ、それ。
This is red liquid backed up, pouring out of my mouth. I look down as soon as the weapon that penetrated my stomach. Well,
それ、さすがに。
I've seen many things up until now, but none of them ever lived up to the horror in front of me. Oh. Well, I mean, it was, to be honest, I guess it was a little lewd, but at this point, I don't think it's lewd anymore. I think it's horrific. Huge claws are coming out of her slender body, yep. So that one came from the inside. While gasping in heat, the girl formed that monster and impaled me as I got close. I'm fading out. I will die here, not even needing to wait until the next hour. But still, the knowledge I gain is tremendous. It was not the right place. I cannot meet her here. Learn her name has to happen at a place closer to the source. Engraving only onto my memory, I released the consciousness that I kept linked to my body. And on the verge of death, looking at the figure of the girl that gave birth to this weapon, I suddenly remember a demon from a fairy tale. That end. Heaven Seal 5, end, exit, restart. A lot of like words. Don't mean much to me, but final night. We cannot be here. Final night where she was first noticed. Another flag, I guess. Alright. It's another loop. We try to remember what we know, and then we go into the next time loop with that knowledge, I guess. You know, classic time travel story. Interesting. That's like this. That's the whole point of this visual novel, I guess. Alright.